This is the final episode in the top 3 series when it comes to body parts. And today we're talking about triceps, my top 3 exercises for triceps. I'm going to get straight into it with number 1, and I believe this is the single best mass builder for your triceps, and that is the close grip bench press, which is very often butchered by many people. They either go too narrow, and sometimes they go a little bit too wide, but more often than not, I've seen them go way too narrow. Now, I haven't got a bar here for demonstration purposes. I have got an instructional video available on my, I believe it's on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube Shorts. You'll have to just sift through it. Maybe if you go to my page and type in close grip bench press, you might be able to find it. Now, the reason why I use the close grip bench press to build the mass of the triceps. It hits all 3 heads, by the way. All this tricep, let me just get this thing out of the way. Triceps, how do you get that outer head, inner head, side head, upper head, lower head? Doesn't really matter, okay? As long as you stick to compound lifts and you want to get big triceps, you could just literally do one exercise on anything, do the compound exercise, and you're going to build every single head available. It's as simple as that. Great example would be those calisthenic guys that do pull-ups. They only do pull-ups, they have great backs. That's just the way the body works. There's no way of isolating certain body parts or certain muscles, especially in the arm, when you're just doing this, when all you're doing is this, whether it's from here, whether it's from here, whether it's from here, whether it's from here, it doesn't matter. That is all you're doing. So there's no point about you twisting your arm and it isolates the outside and the inner. Who gives a shit? It doesn't really happen. There is no exercise out there. I will send a challenge to people out there right now. If anybody can show me one exercise, just one single exercise with the tricep that doesn't work all 3 heads, you will not be able to do it. It is impossible. It does not happen, because the second you do that, all heads are activated. Simple as. Right, let me get back to the exercises now. Number 1 exercise to pack some meat on your triceps, and that is the close grip bench. Now, the best way to do it is this. Just get your arms, elbows tucked to the side, grab the bar from there. That is what it should look like. You don't want your wrists like this, and you don't want your wrists like that. So you don't want them too uncomfortable. That's what you want to do. And as you're bringing the bar lower, if you see from the side your wrists starting to do this, you're going too far down. So this is the only time I would say cut short on range of motion. And the reason for that is you just don't want to damage your wrist when you're doing triceps. You're trying to train the tricep, no point in getting injured. So one of the best ways to cut short, rather than hovering in the air, is to put a block. Get one of those 2 boards, get someone to put a block on your chest. You can purchase them now on some websites. In fact, you know what? That might be an idea for me to do something like that for my website. I might sell it in future. But right now it's not available. So you can purchase it on someone else's website. It's a block, it's a powerlifting board. It's normally they come in 2-inch boards. I think you can put it 4-inch, however high you want it. Doesn't really matter. Add some weight to the bar when it comes to close grip triceps. Go as heavy as possible. Low repetitions. I don't want to be seeing sets of 12, 15, 20 reps. I'm talking your 6 to 8 range repetitions. Heavy as hell. That is how you're going to build some meat on your triceps. And one other thing as well, do not lock out 100% at the top. Just short of lockout. Keep the tension there. But mainly it is for injury. You do not want to get injured, so you do not want to do that stupid, over-exaggerated lockout where all the weight then hits into your joints. So that's what you don't want to do. So there you go, number 1 tricep build. If I was to just do one exercise for triceps, that would be it. Now it brings me to number 2, and this, I have a love-hate relationship with this exercise, but it is still very high on the list, and the reason being is because it's just one of the best things to build some triceps, and that is skull crushers. I have a very different technique of doing skull crushers. There's so many different techniques out there. If you want to follow mine, it's available on my website. And Fadi Hussein, is it available? Actually, yeah, it is available. I have done a tutorial video to it actually on YouTube. You can find it. I thought it was only there available for my website, guys, but now it's available for everybody. Close grip bench press, skull crushers. Now, you can also do this on the straight bar, but be very, very careful how you do it. I believe it's also called the JM press or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Don't quote me on it. I might be wrong there. I might be completely off there. But it's kind of like they use the bench press and then they use a straight bar to kind of pull it. And the theory is the same. Which exercise can you use maximum load safely on? That is how you're going to build triceps. So skull crushers is a great exercise. Now, the reason why I say I have a love-hate relationship with exercise is because it is also the number one reason why in the past I used to get tendonitis. It's just the way it is. It just causes a lot of strain on your elbow. There's no two ways around it. I mean, you're training the muscle that sits on your elbow. Your elbow's there, the muscle's there. The muscle runs through the elbow. So, of course, you're going to kind of get a little bit of pain in your elbow. But if you do suffer from tendonitis like me, I definitely suffer from tendonitis. It's not something I do anymore, but it is a great exercise. Now, in at number 3 is just the standard straight bar or easy curl bar or EZ bar, depending on where you're geographically located. Press down. Plain and simple. Do not go crazy heavy on this. I have got multiple. I have done at least 4 or 5 different instructional videos on this, all saying the very same thing. There is a long form video on this on YouTube. This is a very important exercise for me. I had to explain it in long form. Go to my YouTube, which you guys are on right now. Type it in. Tricep press down, and I think there's like a 10 or 12 minute long video. I think, again, don't quote me, I can't remember how long the video is. Watch that video. Everything's explained in that video. Keep the reps, again, on this time a little bit on the high side because we're going more for the pump. The weight isn't going to be as heavy, but I will assure you, if you do these 3 exercises, you are going to have great triceps. Arms for me came really easy. Never really struggled with it, and everyone used to say, oh, but Fadi, you have good genetics for arms, so you don't need to do all these other exercises. Listen, having good genetics is one thing, but also knowing what is correct is another. And I believe the reason why I've got good arms is not just because of arm genetics, it's because I have always done the most effective exercises, and that goes for everything. In my life, when it comes to bodybuilding, aesthetically looking, when I was on stage, I said to the judges and everybody, do I need to improve on anything? And one of my strengths on stage were that everything was in proportion. So how is it then, a guy like me, have I just got everything good? As everything, I've got a good back, I've got a good chest, I've got good forearms, good calves, good quads, good hams. I don't train legs anymore, it's heavy, but you know what I mean. When I was competing, there was never a complaint, and that's how I won shows. So, is it that I've got the great genetics overall? No, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's because when I first started, I learned early on the best exercises, the most effective exercises to do per body part, and I stuck to them. I never chopped and changed my exercises, hardly ever. I have literally got a book, and I know I used to write stuff down, but not write down sets and reps. I used to write down my workouts, which workouts I'm going to do. And I had this one book, and it's got the same workout in it. 20 years later, I follow that same workout today. I do not change that workout. And I know this because I picked this book up when I went to my mum's house, a couple of years ago. I moved that a long time ago. But I went back up there, I went into my old room, I picked it, and I thought, bloody hell, where's this book from? Open it, and I thought, wow, I wrote this 10 years ago. This was 5 years ago, but I wrote this 10 years ago. So this was written like 15 years ago. And I looked down the list and I thought, I'm still doing the same exercises today. Nothing's changed. I stay healthy. Remember, guys, why you follow me. This isn't bodybuilding. This isn't classic physique. This isn't, men's physique or anything like that. This is longevity. I'm here for the long run. I'm here to look good, in shape, stay healthy, be active, whilst maintaining a kind of a good social life. I can eat what I want. All this. This is the reason why you are following me. Do not come on my channel and tell me you're not a bodybuilder and you're not a powerlifter and you're not doing this correct. Listen, I don't give a shit. This channel is only for longevity purposes only. And if you're not into longevity, if you're a young lad out there and you want to smash the trend, smash the clean and smash all these other substances, by all means, there's loads of guys out there preaching and telling you that kind of stuff. If you want to know steroid profiles, for example, in the medical explanations and all this, you can Google that stuff. It's very easy. That is why when I tell you my reasons for doing things, it's my personal experience. So that is all it is. So hopefully this video gave you guys some value. And I'm just going to add another bonus thing in there as well, because I just mentioned it, forearms. I always used to train forearms with triceps. Anytime I did triceps, I just felt the need to do forearms, and it was a very easy thing. I just used to sit on the edge of a bench with my arms close together and just curl the weight up. Very simple. I do believe you need to train forearms. If you have weak forearms, train them every single day. Hopefully I've covered every single body part now. I gave you the bonus with the calves, with the leg video. And neck, I don't really train neck, so I don't know the top 3 exercises for neck. Follow something that Mike Tyson used to do, or do one of those neck bridges that the Olympic wrestlers do. That would be great for neck. Try not to break your neck. And yeah, that is about it. So this video series comes to an end with triceps. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see content like this or different content, please comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. The channel is growing rapidly. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys. And please, just sharing it, liking it, clicking the bell icon, doing all that stuff, it goes a long way for me. It really, really helps improve my channel. More people see it. I can put more content out there, and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit more.